Hello everybody and welcome to Dream Tonic episode 3, Game Week 9 Preview. With me today again is Ben.
Hello there. You alright?
Alright, pal?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, mate.
Good.
Just to shout to everybody about the obviously TV issues, because we are recording remotely. Have a little bit of issues with the sound and the delays, but stick with us. Obviously, we're new to all this and things will improve going forward. So, on to the main subject of the week, which is no surprise to anybody, is the injury issues and the COVID issues surrounding football through this international break. There's dropping like flies everywhere. How are we going to get through all this, Ben?
It's been a nightmare, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I hope you've all saved your transfers for this next week instead of burning them all before the international break.
Well, that's it. I think everyone's going to find themselves a little bit short on transfers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got one remaining. I did use one midweek just to avoid the price rise in Fernandes. But yeah, what do you think people should do with probably the main one, because he's owned by masses and masses of players, Salah? Well,
apparently he's definitely back for the Champions League game midweek, so I'd just stick with him. And I reckon he'll end up playing against Leicester. I just have a feeling. That.
Would you think that they're going to pull something out of the bag?
Yeah. Give the Egyptian FA a bung.
Yeah. It seems like one of them. I think I'm going to sit and hold him. I don't think it's worth a transfer. He's probably just going to miss the one game. So I think everyone panicking around the Salah thing. I don't think he's the main one to be panicking about.
No, definitely not.
But looking at the injury list, though, Liverpool, I mean, Robertson, Trent, Gomez, Salah, Henderson, Van Dijk. Is there anybody else on this list here?
Ox is the long-term one.
Yeah, Oxlade's out.
Did you say Thiago?
Thiago might be back, I'm hearing.
Yeah.
He might be back, but again, the list is endless, really. Long-term injuries, Van Dijk and Gomez.
Yeah. And Trent, 4 weeks, 3 weeks now, but you don't know. They say one thing and then he'll probably be back playing in a week or two.
Yeah, that's true. Do you feel a bit sorry for anybody who's blocked the Liverpool defence?
No. Do you?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I were one of them.
Well, I've got one team with a Liverpool defence, but
you won't be doing too great.
Edge your bets, aren't you?
Yeah. So Salah, we're holding on to. I think that's a wise decision.
Yeah,
I think he'll be back for the Atlanta game.
Yeah.
Like you say, a bung to the officials, and he might be playing against Leicester.
Wouldn't surprise me if he's playing. Definitely.
So just after our last pod, we were obviously speaking of a few players on that one, and I think a bit of a kiss of death, Ben. We've got Fofana, who we were raving about, ended up injured, knee injury. Rashford, we were tipped because of United's fixtures coming up. He's out injured, a shoulder injury. Salah obviously just mentioned, and then Sterling as well has just joined that injury list. What's going on?
Yeah, but the only thing with all them players is they're all 50-50 to come back for the next, for the game on the weekend. So, not to worry.
Which makes it even more difficult to plan.
Yeah, well, exactly. But you just wait until you see the lineups. Don't go doing any transfers before you see any lineups. Chelsea's the first game, innit? And the 12:30 kickoff.
Yeah, there's another one to add to that list, isn't there? Chilwell.
Yeah, Chilwell. He's a doubt. 75% chance to play the weekend though, so just wait.
Yeah, very nearly subbed him in.
Yeah, before the price rises.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I was thinking of getting in there before the price. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't, but it was one that I nearly did, which I would have regretted with my last transfer.
Yeah,
I think other than the transfer I made midweek, I think we just got to sit on the last transfer.
yeah. You've got to. Can't use them all, otherwise, when you need it, like last, if you've got someone in there who's injured long term, you need that one to get
Yeah,
them out.
yeah. I think the COVID 10-day isolation stuff, you're just going to have to let it roll. I think everyone's in the same boat, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't panic about it. We've gone through all them names there, them players. That could be somebody's team. This
I
could be
know.
somebody sat with 8 or 9 injuries in the team this
Yeah,
weekend.
there's a
But
few
yeah,
people with the whole back line out and midfield. They've only got like
yeah,
two players fit.
yeah. You'll have had many people this past week will have subbed in Chilwell, Salah,
Yeah,
even Trent and Robertson. They
yeah,
play as Rashford, Sterling. People, there will be a lot of regrets out there from going early with these transfers, but we all make them mistakes, don't we?
yeah.
Right. So moving on from the injury issues, because I think it's all I see everywhere. Twitter, any of the pods that I listen to, it's just all about injuries. Let's go on to our differential picks, Ben.
Right. Yeah,
Obviously, last week, first week of the differential pick, under 10% owned player. Tony scored, I scored 12 points. Ben scored 5 with Rashford, and the community, which voted for Jimenez, scored a big fat 0. So, must do better, the community this week. So, it is Ben's first pick this week. Who have you gone for, Ben?
I've gone for Jota, 4.4%. I have a feeling he's going to play
Yeah,
against Leicester, and he's going to play in the Champions League against Atalanta as well. So scored a hat trick against them last time they played as well. He scored a hat trick against Leicester for Wolves before, so I'm putting him in.
I
What
think it's a
about
good
you, mate?
shout. Well, I got to. He was on my list. But obviously, you've gone for that,
Yeah,
as usual. So I'm going to take a punt and I'm going to go for a defender.
all right.
Strange one. I'm going to go for Cancelo.
Yeah,
I did have Richarlison on my list. Everton are away at Fulham.
yeah,
But obviously, we're having the second Champions League game. So
yeah,
I've pumped for Cancelo. I think he might do a bit of damage against Spurs. And then I could see a bit of damage and a clean sheet against Olympiacos if he plays.
yeah. Good shout.
So he is my pick.
2.7%.
He's criminally low that
Yeah,
for an ownership. He was another looking at
he
along with
got.
Chilwell to
Yeah,
go into my team
yeah.
for the
He's online
replacement
as
for
well.
Alexander Arnold.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's my pick. Obviously, I'll put some options up to the community on Twitter. Going to get voted on there, and then that'll be. I'll announce the community pick on Friday. But yeah, so Tony's at top with 12, Ben second 5, community at the bottom with 0. See how that changes this week.
yeah.
Right, Ben, onto your team. How many transfers have you made since the last pod?
I've made one transfer. Yeah, to
One
beat
transfer.
beat the price rise.
Yeah,
I've got Aubameyang in my team. Need to get him out because he's just going to drop like a stone in price. He's dropped another 300k, and I've gone for Mane as a differential. He went up 300k, so I've got a 600k swing there in my value in my team. So I'm happy with that.
brilliant.
Uh,
Brilliant.
3 transfers left as well. I've obviously got me 2 transfers I said before that I'm looking at getting rid of. Willian's definitely going this week, and as Piliqueta, yeah, as Piliqueta, I'm going to watch see if he starts against Newcastle, and if he don't start, he's gone definitely.
And who are you
Um,
looking at to replace him with?
Well, I was looking at Fafana, obviously.
Yeah,
Well, he's still 50-50 for the weekend. Good long-term player to have for prize rises.
yeah,
Cancelo, Diaz, Walker, probably a City defender in there.
yeah.
And what about yourself, mate?
So I made the one transfer. I went from I had to get Foden out. He was benched again last
Yeah,
week, which was a bit frustrating. So I was expecting Foden to drop, and I were expecting Fernandez to rise, which is why I made the transfer earlier. Fernandez did rise by zero point 0.3. Foden stayed the same price at 3.5 million, which surprised me. So
yeah,
I got the zero point 0.3 rise. And I'm very happy with my midfield now. Ziyech, De Bruyne, Fernandez, and Barnes, and the front three of Werner, Kane, and Salah.
yeah,
I'm happy. The front seven, yeah, they're nailed for a little bit. They are. It's left me with one sub, and I've obviously got the fire to put out of Alexander Arnold. But I have still got Pickford and Digne in there. But
yeah,
Everton's fixtures in ice for the next 3 weeks,
yeah.
and I don't know how they survived in my team. It's probably the same reason as Willian will probably still be in your team when we're speaking next week.
No, I definitely go in this week. Definitely go in. Give him
But
too
yeah,
many
Pickford
chances
and
now.
Digne survived.
Yeah. Fixtures are decent for Arsenal, but I've given him too many chances now. And it's a double game week next week, so time to score some points somewhere else.
Yeah,
At the
definitely.
moment, Havertz is the player I'm looking at, but he's still 50-50 with his COVID positive. So I'm just waiting to see what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, it's
Obviously,
one
it's
to
only
wait on, isn't it?
obviously it's only Tuesday, so we won't know until probably Thursday, Friday if he's going to play.
Yeah, it's a very good point. We've still got another round of international games.
Yeah,
We could be going even further into injury issues. There could be another 20 players that are either self isolating, injured. So yeah, I won't be touching any transfers until, like you say, the days of the games when the lineups are announced.
yeah. What are you doing with your defender,
With
Alexander Arnold?
Alexander Arnold,
Yeah,
well, the possible replacement. Obviously, I wanted Fofana, and I
yeah,
wanted him for the price rise. But it just obviously with his injury, not long after we recorded the pod, scuppered that.
yeah,
So I'm leaning more towards Cancelo at the minute. Get a City defender in there. I'm not in a great rush. I might not even do it before the Spurs game this weekend, but it's one of them. Am I going to hold the transfer and wait, like you say, for a long term injury, or do I just just risk it and try and grab a few points out of Cancelo in next game week?
yeah.
Not too sure. Not
It's
too
like
sure.
because it's the last transfer as well and on a defender. You don't know if you're going to get the clean
Yeah,
sheets or not, are you? So is it worth making a transfer?
that's true, mate.
Yeah,
It feels like a little bit of a waste. It's probably why I've not used it already.
yeah,
So yeah, that's where I'm going. Anyway, we've got a team preview of Wiggy Wanderers.
yeah.
So let's go through this team, Ben. What do you think?
Pretty decent team. Uh, Salah, Kane, Werner up front. They're
Yeah,
staying there, aren't they?
yeah, they're not moving.
Um, Mahrez, De Bruyne, Ziyech, Fernandez. Mahrez is the one in there you'd want to look at taking out, wouldn't you? Although,
Yeah,
although he scored a
but then
world
is he?
yesterday for Algeria,
Yeah.
what a goal that
So
was!
is he going to come good?
Well, mate, I think Pep just left him out against Liverpool, give him a kick up the arse. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, yeah, he needed one.
he ain't been doing anything. Usually, he gets you an assist or a goal once a week. You know what I mean? But he's not doing
Yeah,
anything. So yeah, he'd be the one you'd be looking at taking out there. And then you got Alexander Arnold. Davis, Zuma. It's got 2 defenders there that you want to be looking at taking out. And he's got Patricio in goal. You might as well just leave him in for now.
Yeah, solid enough, Patricio, isn't he?
Yeah, like you say, he's got 3 transfers left. So they'll be the 3 I'd probably look at taking out.
Would you do all 3? I think if it were me, I'd probably leave Davis in there, who's obviously been rotated.
Yeah. He'll probably miss the Man City game and play the Ludogorets game in the Europa League, won't he?
Which might be a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, with 3 transfers, I'd probably go Alexander Arnold out and go for a City defender.
Yeah.
Or depending on Chilwell recovery, maybe double up on Chelsea. Chelsea got a nice few fixtures going forward.
Yeah. You could go anywhere. You could even go 4 at the back, couldn't you, really? Get 2 City defenders in there to make a bit of a differential. There's not many.
Change it up a bit.
Yeah, Man City defenders aren't highly owned at the minute.
Yeah. Get on that train before it starts chugging away.
Yeah. 3.9 million Mahrez is. So, yeah.
3.9.
Pretty much afford anyone. Grealish you can't, and Havertz. About it.
I think Grealish he's owned by, what's the percent? 33.8% of people.
Yeah.
And he's no European games to play. I don't think you could jump on that bandwagon, can you?
I know he's got nice fixtures though. But yeah, I like to have a double game week player.
Yeah. But what we've been finding out is in these European weeks, they've only been starting 1 game.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's probably been better to have a Jack Grealish or Ross Barkley or James Rodriguez from Everton.
Maddison could be a shout for a change for Mahrez. Double game week.
Yeah, definitely. Maddison's a good shout. So yeah, I mean, I like the look of his team. I think he's got a solid team there.
Yeah. Decent.
Yeah, definitely. Especially his front 7. If Mahrez has had his kick up his arse and he comes back from international duty without COVID and a bit of a different player, like I say, the Sterling injury has probably made it easier for him to sit in that team as well. Don't know for how long, but it's there. The opportunity's there for him. It's whether he takes it, isn't it?
Yeah, they're the 3rd game on Saturday, so you could wait until that, see the lineups.
Yeah, I'd probably sit and wait. If Mahrez was starting against Spurs this weekend, I wouldn't touch him. I'd just leave him in.
Exactly, yeah.
Definitely. I think I'd just get Alexander Arnold out and then just play it by ear with Mahrez. That'd be my idea with that team. Well, it's been a long international break.
It has.
They're dreadful, aren't they?
Yeah. It's been nice with this COVID as well.
Yeah, mix it all together. It's been a bit shat. But moving onwards, only a few days to game week 9 now. So good luck to everyone with their dream teams this weekend. Hopefully that's helped you with a few injury dilemmas. Thanks again for listening. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Click the button below. Leave any comments. If you've got any ideas of the differentials that you'd like to choose for the community, drop them below in the comments section or give us a message on Twitter, which is at Dream Tonic or at Malaga Fox. Give both me and Ben a follow. Thanks again for listening.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, Ben.
Cheers, mate.
See you later.
Yeah.